guys, welcome back to my booktube channel. Today we're going to be doing Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the Titan's Curse Part 2. So I think where I left off was where I was talking about the skeleton monsters and how they're after Talia. And I already said how Nico and Bianca was the son of Hades, and how Talia and Percy had a huge fight, and Annabeth fell off the cliff and the thing is dead, but she's really not. All that other stuff. And that's basically what happens, but it's like that's the main plot, but it thickens. It's different. It goes deeper than that. So you can see, and then when they go in, they go into Titan's Curse. And how Zoe dies. Yeah, we can't forget about that sad part. Bianca dies too. Bianca D'Angelo. So let's go into how Bianca D'Angelo died first, because she died first. So they were in this landfill thingy. It was like a landfill, but instead of having humans trash that wash up on like that end up in the landfill, it's actually all the gods' trash. Like all the stuff the gods don't want anymore, they put it there. And they found Hephaestus. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying that right, but they found his creation. I forgot what it was called. It was like this big bronze giant thingy. And so it started attacking them. And then Bianca went because she wanted to save her friends. Percy actually wanted to go, but they said no. And so Bianca went. The thing exploded. I forgot how it exploded. I'm just thinking it just exploded. And so when Bianca was in there, it exploded and she died. So that's what happened. And then when they're moving on, they find out Atlas is actually... Wait, what? They found out Atlas is always father, but we already knew that. They found out Atlas was something else. No, they found out Atlas was actually the general, because the general was this evil guy that had been chasing the whole time, and they didn't know that the evil guy was actually Atlas. So when they found it out, it was just like huge mind blow, huge twist. And I like the suspense leading up to that. This was really cool. I was like, wait, what happened? I had to stop myself from skimming through the other page to find out actually what happened. But it was really interesting. I like the build up to that. And then and then they see Artemis holding up the sky, struggling, and they see Luke and Annabeth. She looked really bad. Well, they all look really bad, because like I forgot what happened, but yeah, she looked really bad. And so Percy takes, this is like towards the end of the book, so Percy takes Artemis's place as holding up the sky. He only does it for about 2 minutes, because like he's not even a god, he's a demigod. And Artemis is a goddess, so even though it was really hard for her, like the weight of the sky, you can't even imagine how hard it was for Percy. I'm not even sure how long he hoarded it. It was probably like, I'll say about 2 minutes, but I feel like it was more than that. I'm just gonna guess it was about 2 minutes. And you could really feel, like even I could feel the pain. Like the way he described it, the writing of that, the description was just amazing. I loved that. Like even I was so painful. It's like, oh my gosh, is he gonna die? But what about the other 2 books? We have 2 other books to go. And so we went on there. Percy did die, thank goodness. He had this huge fight with Atlas. Oh yeah, before that, we have to rewind. Before that, they meet this dragon, and they also meet Zoe's sisters. And the dragon attacks them, and Zoe says, go, say the, all those heroic stuff. And so the dragon actually, we actually find out later that the dragon actually bit Zoe, and the bite was actually, or maybe hurt her, scratched her, something happened. The dragon inflicted some pain on her, and the thing was actually poisonous, but she didn't say anything. So, but it wasn't just the poison that killed her. It was actually her father's final strike, because her dad killed her, because her and her dad had this huge fight. So he used a sword, slashed her and something. She ended up by some rocks, and then so it was actually her dad that killed her. So they knew that she couldn't be saved. And you actually find out that she actually knew that Atlas, she knew that she was the one who was gonna, she knew that she was gonna die when she went on the quest, because when she thought of like the hero's final, no, something about the prophecy that said something about death by a father's hand or something, like by a parent's hand. Didn't say father, parent's hand. And she knew that that was Atlas, and I think that was really brave of Zoe. Like I didn't really like her that much throughout this book, but when I found out that she did that, I was like, that was really brave. I'm not sure if I would do that if I was in Zoe's position, so upset her for doing that. It was actually really sad when she died. So when you go on like into there, the description, it was just so sad. Because even though we didn't see her for long, she just appeared like towards the beginning of the book when they were fighting the Manticore, Dr. Thorne. So that was really sad. But it was also really, I really liked that when Percy and Annabeth actually got to see each other again. It wasn't as like, you know, nice as I thought it would be. It's kind of like, hi, you're not dead, yay, okay, let's fight, or something like that. I don't know. But it wasn't as interesting with the build-up I've been waiting for. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal. And Apollo too, right? I'm flipping to the page where you see Apollo. Apollo appeared. He's one of the gods I actually like. Like Apollo and Hermes. I used to like Hera, but I don't like her anymore because of the Battle of the Labyrinth. But we're gonna get into that in another video. And yeah, I think that's Apollo's only. He's actually kind of funny. I like him. He looks kind of like Luke without the scar. Like the description of him says he looks basically like Luke, but without the scar. And you don't really see Apollo the rest of the story. Like we just see that he drove the sun chariot and kind of like disappears, not a part of the story anymore. And towards the end, when they had to go up to Olympus, and you know the world building is amazing because you can even imagine that you're there at Olympus. Like the description was pretty nice. So then you can see they're going up to Olympus to tell them about what happened. Well, they probably already knew what happened, but you know, it's Atlas. Oh right, let's rewind. Forgot this. Atlas. They actually found a way to trick Atlas, and now Atlas is holding up the sky. Yes, Atlas is now holding up the sky. Okay, I think that's all. And now we move on to how the chapter 19. I think it's the God of How to Kill Us. So because of what happened, they now think that they can't trust the demigods. That most of them think that they can't trust the demigods, like Annabeth and Percy, and they think, and Talia, and they think they should die. And Talia's birthday is tomorrow. Keep in mind Talia's birthday is tomorrow because I think she should die because both of them are close to becoming 16. Like in this book, Percy's 14, so they're gonna become 16 in 2 years. And I know it seemed close, but it's not. I know it seemed far, but it's not really that close. And then Talia is about to turn 16 in a day. So they try to know how to kill him because like, you guys are dangerous. If you speak to Kronos, like if he was able to escape from the golden coffin or whatever, then he could use you and stuff like that. But they don't know about Nico yet. And Nico's also really mad at him. Wait, no, we're not at that part yet. Okay, so in chapter 19 we find out. And then most of the other gods want to kill him, but Artemis and Apollo and Hermes are the only ones. No, all of them somehow, and Poseidon, somehow they convince them not to kill them. But Dionysus, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, and Athena are the ones who don't trust them. And I was kind of disappointed meeting Athena. Like, I understand where she's coming from, though. Like, she is really wise, so I really understand where she's coming from, you know? Like, Percy has 2 years to become 16. And that's a lot of time to change, you know? Kronos has kind of a lot of time to manipulate Percy and creep into his dreams and use his perspective little by little. Like, it's a gradual change. So that's what she was talking about. And she was like, I don't approve your relationship with Annabeth, your friendship with Annabeth. It's kind of like sucked meeting Athena for the first time. So that was kind of sad. And also, since Talia, since they vote how to kill him, and Talia is turning 16 the next day, alright, the god Artemis says, well, it's with, no, she just decides, she talks with Zeus first. And Zeus doesn't like it, but Talia says she wants to do it. So she says that she actually wants to become a huntress. So she joins the huntress, and when you join the huntress, you become immortal unless you fail in battle, or you I think it's like fail the oath or something like that, or quit the oath. The oath is like you can't get married or have kids or anything like that. That's the oath. If you fail that, that's the only ways you can lose your immortality. So the immortality keeps you from dying of old age. So if you fail in battle like Bianca did, like that's why she died when she became, even though she became a huntress, was because she failed in battle. So Talia becomes a huntress. So she can't, so she'll never turn 16. So now the prophecy has to be about Percy, or it can also be about Nico. But Nico is about 10. I think he's 10 in this book. Yeah, because we didn't meet him in the other book. And he says he's 10 in this book. Yeah, he's 10. He's 10. So he still has 6 more years. So I don't think the prophecy can be about him. We only have 2 more books to go. And he has 6 more years to go. Unless it goes like a huge time gap or something like that. But I don't think it's going to be about him. But overall, I really like this book. I just finished reading The Battle of the Labyrinth. And compared to that, I feel like I like The Battle of the Labyrinth better. But this book is really nice. I really love it. It's kind of sad because Annabeth wasn't in the book. Like, wasn't in the book for a huge part. And I really like Annabeth. Like, you could see her through the jeans, but it was different. You know, you couldn't really see her there. But, yeah, that was my book review of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Titan's Curse. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. And make sure you get ready for when I post part 1 of Battle of the Labyrinth review, because I'm really excited for that. So stay tuned.